Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel Handmade by Yang with Donna. Today is August the 7th and I wanted to touch base, hop in and give you a quick update of the whips and UFOs. I missed last week, so I wanted to just do a recap of both and just do a twofer for you. So I'm going to hop over to the chat and just tell everybody hello that's here, and those that I can't see yet or they'll catch it on the replay, that's all good. So, Vicky Lemire, hello, sweetheart. Laura Veach, hello. Heather, hi, sweetheart. Janet, hello. And Cindy Goody. Thank you guys for taking your time today to hop on with me. Beverly Atkins, hello, sweetheart. So, to start off my whips and UFOs, July the 24th, I should have did my whips and UFOs, like I said, but I was a bit under the weather, but we did come live and we did the traveling quilt and we got number 2 finished up. So to me, that was a win-win. So I can mark that one off. On July the 25th, Monday, I had a fabulous pre-record interview with So Becca. And if you haven't saw that, you need to slip back into all of my videos and see that. You'll learn so much about her that you probably do not even know yet. So that was really cool. I had some work done on my spine that day, so I took the 26th and just kind of used it as a rest day. And then I started getting sick. I thought I had, honestly, a really bad cold, but it wasn't. It was an ear infection. It was draining a bit, and I got quite sick for a little bit with it, but every day is a better day than the day before. So we released the hack on July the 27th. I worked on the Beautiful Day quilt. I finished the piecing of it, pressed it, loaded it on the long arm, and got it quilted up. And I'm going to give you a little sneak peek of that in case you haven't seen it yet. And I just love the way this baby turned out. So I'm not going to hold the whole thing up and unload it all, but I'll just unfold like halfway for you. And it's just, I love this one. And it turned out so beautiful. And I did straight columns with swirls. And I thought that would accent it. And I tried to stay away from the centers as much as possible. What I did do this time, and I've never done it before, was I did a pieced backing and ran my extra bonus blocks that I had down for my binding, and I'm going to find a section of it and just show you. You can always clip off your bonus blocks and make them when you're doing a project. And then I went ahead and added our label in. So let me get this folded a decent way so that I can show you that center, because that, I was wondering what I was going to do with those blocks, and I honestly just, every time I had a chance to make a block, I went ahead and did it. So but I've never done it, and I think it turned out really cool. It put a stripe straight down where I had to join my fabrics, and it's just VHST, but I think it turned out pretty stinking cute. So that one is finished now and off my plate. So I'm just going to lay it over here, and then I'll fold it up when I'm finished. In case I didn't see it coming in, Laura Veach, thank you. Maddie, hello, sweetheart, and thank you. Beautiful quilt and the quilting. I took my time on this one because I really wanted those lines to be symmetrical, so everything lined up. That was just a really special quilt, and I really enjoyed it. The purple wall, hello, sweetheart. And Maddie, hi, in case, baby, I didn't tell you. On July the 28th, I did a live binding to finish off a project that I had started called The Time Machine, and it was by Donna Robertson. So we did something different with this as well. And it was a little tidbit that I had gotten off of another content creator. But this is the quilt we did, and it turned out gorgeous as well. And then I'll show you what we did different with it. And this is the quilt. And if you're interested in doing the 3-yard quilts, we started a new one. And it's never too late to join in. We're going to work our way through all 8 in that book, and then we'll move on to another book. These make great giveaways, teacher's gifts. nursing homes, they're great. But what we did do on this one, because I wanted to try it, um, Jean Truelove does something special with some of her quilts. I had never did a rounded edge, so I rounded them off on just two corners like she did. And then here's my regular corner. And it just turned out really cool, and it gives the quilt a whole different dimension. So that turned out neat, and that one's finished and off my plate. Happy Sunday, LD Stanley. Love those colors. I love anything blue. Anything that has to do with the ocean, shades of blue, the aquas, that's my favorite. So I'll mark the 28th off. The 29th, I logged and finalized all the quilt blocks that had come in for the third quilt. So that took quite some time, and then I went ahead and bound and squared off the beautiful day. That way I was keeping busy, because when you lay down and you're not feeling so swell, you're doing a lot of hacking. So spending some time at the machine is just what I needed. On the 30th, on Saturday, my granddaughter had designed a quilt. She's 10 years old, and I'll show you what she designed and what we had to work with, and it's really neat to see the mind of a child and how you can make her vision come to life. But I worked on this, and it was a joint collab. I reached out to Beth of Goody Goods and asked her if she could do the numbers, because I had never paper pieced to mount anything, just little tidbits trying to learn. So my granddaughter drew this up, and this is what she wanted, a hopscotch pad. And it's a nice size quilt, but this is what it is. So a 10-year-old little girl drew this up. I took her to the store, and she bought everything she wanted. She wanted the rainbow at the top and all the numbers and set colors, of course. So Beth said, sure, send it to me. So we hired Beth to go ahead and do those numbers for us. So I'm going to stand up here and show you this stinking quilt. I'm telling you, it turned out better than we could have imagined. The only thing it's missing yet is at the rainbow. Her mom's going to put the UN across for her, and then this is going to be gifted to her. But wait until you see it. It almost looks exactly like she wanted. She picked strawberry fabric because the little girl loves strawberries. She wanted the loop-de-loops, so she got that in some of them. We added some hearts, and that way she knows a little bit of Ying's hearts with her. But I'm just going to let you see how fabulous Beth's numbers turned out as well. So everything came together. It's not too heavy for her to take along to wherever she wants to go or be. But it can go out in the yard, or it can go in the living room. And I just think it turned out stinking adorable. And it's got her start point. The back shows the meandering and everything that goes with that. So that turned out quite nice. And without Beth, I don't think I could have pulled this one off. And she was ever so sweet. Beth sent me a little note. And it says, Donna, thank you for sharing these, sending these my way, and trusting me with such a special project. I hope she loves them. Sending you all hugs. So to see what we had to work with and how it came out, I think Bebe's going to be just off the hook excited when she sees it. So that was the little tidbit. That's just one more thing off of our plates here, but I just wanted to make sure that we shared that with you. And then I went live on Sunday as well, and we finished off the 3-yard quilt. Basically all we did at that time, because I was really not feeling my best. Stephanie and Kathy and y'all in the chat said I could piece some the next day or whenever I was feeling a little better. So I was coughing too much to really see where y'all wanted the blocks. But I went ahead and used my own judgment and pieced them all in on Monday and got that quilt out. So she's, Stephanie has quilt 3 and quilt 2. I'm not sure if she's got quilt 2 done yet or 3, but she has those in her possession, and she's in the middle of getting ready for her second retreat that they're doing. So she'll get those done and get a video up. So that's going to be really fun. So we're going to jump into August And what a better way to wipe out July, right? Finishing off a special project. That was Monday, and I did a fabulous interview with Memoirs of a Long Arm Quilter. If y'all haven't checked her out, you really need to see what she's got. She's got so many things going on. She's not just a long arm quilter. She's a vet with our service. She's given back to our country. She's just amazeballs. There's not enough I can say about her. She did this project that's shown in the screen now, and it's by 10 sisters. And she worked on it this week. And I've got mine. I didn't get to do it with her. But from the pattern, I've got mine laid out. I just need to watch her video. And I'm thinking I might have went too light with my white. But we'll see. But it's a choice that I had never, a pattern I'd never done. But you have it on the blocks and you have to lay everything out, and then it's, from my understanding, we'll sew each one of those in. So that's going to be a lengthy project, but I think it's going to turn out really cute. I like to get Christmas ahead a little bit. So got that all taken care of. I took the rest of the next few days and just rested. But I wanted to tell y'all, thank you for your love, calls, prayers, text messages, emails. You guys are totally amazeballs, and you helped me through when I was really feeling pretty crappy. And I wanted to tell you thank you. On August 4th, that was a Thursday, the second quilt of the 3-yard quilt, we kicked it off. Courtney of Pieces Love and Quilting joined me, and Teresa Louise was out of town and didn't make it back in time to hop in. This is her pick of a quilt. But this time, we're just, like I said, going to move through these. Teresa Louise picked Farmhouse Chick for the quilts that we're doing. And I can show you that if you haven't joined in on one yet. This is the pattern we're doing this time. And it's just really a cute pattern. So week 1, we just did this block. Then this Thursday, we're going to do this one and put the strips in to get it all bound up and pieced together. And then week 3, we're just going to do the border and the cornerstones. Then that'll give us a chance to quilt them up however we choose. And then we'll come back and do the binding with you all. And then Courtney will pick the next one. So it's just a way that we're going to work through and knock off some Christmas, but share some projects with you all as well. August the 5th, my room took another change yet. And it's kind of neat. My husband and I talked, and he knows with my back issues and going into the brace that I'm wearing now, I was having some issues like being up high and trying to sew and things. So what he did was he built me a table and inserted my sewing machine down into it. I have a bigger workspace now, and it goes from here all the way down to, and I have a cutting table and an ironing table, all in one great big swoop. So I'm thankful and blessed he's thinking outside of the box and making life a little simpler and a little funner for when I'm quilting. And I went ahead and put the seam tape here just so that I have a longer area. Now I can do the 10-inch blocks without even marking them. So to me, that I can't say enough for him. He's totally blessing me with everything he sees that I need. And it's just amazing. So last night I did a special interview with Monique Jacobs of Open Gate. If you didn't see that, you're going to want to slip back and see it. That was really a neat interview. I learned a lot about her myself and the projects that she's doing. So I was just like, oh my goodness. But she started this as a home-based business. Her mother named the business. I can give you little teasers. She's doing a Christmas box. She's got her box of the month. There's just not enough I can say good about this company. I know at times we all join in on different ones, trying different boxes or whatever. And then we're not happy with them, but we don't want to cancel, or we go ahead and cancel them and just don't pick up another one. I honestly had another subscription box that I was doing, but it was not project based. I was just getting fabric and stockpiling because I couldn't find a good pattern to match and everything. But with Monique's, you get 2 patterns. And I'll show you what I got in this one. I'm not going to go over everything, but it's just really cute. This month's box is the Halloween theme. So I got a big wall hanging. This is going to be 29 by 41 when I do it. She's also, if you're subscribed to her boxes, starting out something new. She's going to do a live Zoom with everybody that wants to join so that she can walk them through anything that she thinks they might have an issue with. Then this one here is a spooky Christmas towel, and that's cute. She put the Orifil thread in. Plus this month, you got a second notion, and it's a quilt called Roundabout. You don't have to use the fabrics, but she does carry that fabric line. And this is one of her own designs. And it's 20 fat quarters, and you make it your own. So, I mean, I couldn't be more pleased with what I'm getting from them. I pay $50 a month, and that includes everything to get it shipped to me. I can't go out and pick my own stuff and make it look so nice for that. But everybody's is their own price point if they can do them or not do them. But I just wanted to give her a special little plug there today because that was a fabulous interview. And I was in tears a lot of it because it was just so fun. So, I've showed just the quilts. I've got quilt 4 laid out here. This is the one that's going to go to the NICU. And I've got every block numbered, but I don't have it laid out in a specific pattern because this one's going to be tricky. We're adding in angel blocks to this one. So I've numbered each block. So tonight when we come together at 6 o'clock, it'll be y'all and Kathy and myself. In the chat, I'm going to ask just before I start to sew, look at it the way I have it laid out. And then if I need to move a block, the only blocks that I honestly put in any specific place was this one here and the Road to California 4 blocks. Everything else was just laid up there. There's no rhyme or reason. So please join me back tonight. This one's going to be going to the NICU. It's going to be pieced here tonight. Then I'll do the depending, they want 48 to 52 inches to cover the layettes, the incubators. So once I measure it out, when we're finished, we'll see where that is. And if I have to put a little border on it or something, I'll go ahead and do that. This one I'm going to quilt here and bind up here and show you next week before it gets mailed off to the hospital that it's going to. And that'll finish up all the angel blocks. We made sure we pulled all those. I have one leftover block like this, and I'll show that tonight, and that'll be stored for next year. All the blocks are accounted for. Everything that was mailed is in. Nothing's missing, but we'll go over that criteria tonight. We are definitely doing this again next year. And tonight when we talk, and then we're going to hit it a couple more times between now and September the 11th, we are going to work together and finish up this questionnaire. And if you donated a block or 2 or 3 or 4, however many, all you got to do is, I'm going to have it in my community tab. It's going to be in Stephanie's, and it's going to be over at Kathy's. Click on it, and you're going to have it to fill out and send straight back. We're all 3 going to get the same thing. We're going to work at everything, every suggestion y'all have. And each year as we move forward, we're going to try to make it better and better. But honestly, to come out of this unscathed, we did amazing. You guys did awesome. We were lucky to get 1. 2, we got blessed. 3 was a godsend. And this 4th one's just off the hook. So many people blessed us with the extra blocks, the angel blocks. And this is going to help a family that's child's in an incubator. We can't tell you if it's a boy or a girl because we don't know. But as soon as it gets to the hospital, it'll be laundered. I've already been told not to launder it. They have to do it in-house. And then it'll go to the NICU and be placed over the incubator. And then when that child's released to home, then this quilt will follow that child and go home with them. So I think that's a special thing. And it's kind of like sending a hug across America to these families that are going to receive these quilts, as well as this child and their family. So y'all jumped on board with just my vision and Stephanie's and Kathy's, and we couldn't be more thankful. We are bringing a couple more people on to help next year. That's gonna streamline things. We're gonna be using it, Google Docs. That way, it's gonna make it a little easier. We're gonna have I've requested to be able to do the videos because it's a trademark thing, so that we'll have videos for the harder ones. And when the block goes, you'll get the block and the video if we get approval on that. So we ask that when you see anything, you just utilize our techniques and what we're showing. If you have trouble, reach out to whomever, because whoever's worked that block on our end is who you'll be plugged in with. If you have trouble, they'll show you. So it's going to be really neat. So that kind of rounds out everything. Tonight, it's really important that as many people can come into the chat and help me lay this quilt out. Like I said, Stephanie won't be with us tonight. Her kids started back to school already, and she's hustling to get packed and ready for her retreat. So we don't want to lay any more on her. So Kathy and I are going to just do this tonight and go ahead and knock it off. And I think that pretty well wraps up everything, but one last thing. Beth of Goody Goods started teaching me just a little bit of FPP. I'm not great at it, but I'm learning. And her and Courtney have kind of like taken me under their wing, and they could teach anybody. Well, I didn't believe them. So it started with the dog. I did Clifford, and tried to emu, and that turned out special, but then I redid, and that's fine. So Beth started this Christmas in July with the light bulb, the Christmas lights. So she sent out a message the other day and said, hey, everybody, don't forget to post your pictures. Well, I didn't want to ruin the surprise, but this is how mine turned out. And it's going to be a door hanging for my front door. Then I'm going to have my daughter put our family name down the center. So I think that's kind of cute. I was going to do it a lot bigger, but my time constraints don't allow it. But I thought, boy, that'll be something different on my front door. So without Beth teaching me, this never would have got done. So I've been working with Courtney and of Pieces Loving Quilting. We're going to be jumping in sometime the next week or so. We're going to kick off she's going to be teaching me the lion pattern. We're going to be meeting up this afternoon and going over a little bit of strategic planning that we're going to be doing. On Thursday, let me give you a little bit of a recap of what we're doing. And you guys are going to be, we're going to be getting busy, but it's a fun busy. So let me see here. I want to give you a little heads up. We're doing Thursday with the Farmhouse Chick. That'll be every Thursday from 12 to 2. If we have to go a little bit longer, that's okay. The 21st, I've lined up to have some content creators join me. And we're just going to bring our own sewing and do whatever we want as far as sewing and chatting. And you guys can ask us questions. You can talk to us. But it's going to be Beth of Goody Goods, Courtney. It's going to be Becca. It's going to be Sean, the guy who sews, Teresa, Louise, and myself. So there's going to be 6 of us. And I might even open it up if time allows to have a few of you come in. If you have a question for one of them, you don't have to do it in the chat. Come hop on, and if you want, we'll send you the link. You come into the waiting room, and my husband will add you in, and you can ask. So I think that's going to be something fun. My interviews for this coming week is I'm doing a very short interview. It's going to be kind of like touch base with Tucker. And he's working behind the scenes right now and doing a, I think he calls it a preview. But he's going through a lot right now. So he's going to do a video. But I'm just going to do the kickoff portion of it to where he's asking for a little bit of grace right now while he's in transition with the new move and the new house. And we all know you can plan on moving in, but there's going to be issues. So he's going to go over all that information, but I'm going to do like maybe a 15-20 minute. He's going to call in. Maybe he'll come live. I'm not sure yet. We're still working out the details. On the 10th, Joe will have a video compiled of me quilting that NICU quilt. I'll piece it with y'all tonight, but he'll do a video speed. I'm sure that time lapse stuff. And then I'll just square it up and sit and chat and bind. And that'll be in the video. So that'll wrap out quilt number 4. My goal is to do all that by Wednesday. Let me see here. I told you about the joint collab on the 15th. I have an amazing interview lined up with Cindy Rang of the Fabric Patch and her daughter Brianna. So that's going to be fun. That's 6, and I'm allowed 6 to 8 there. So we're 7, I'm sorry, 7 to 9. I was thinking time zones. So it's 7 to 9 our time. And moving right along, I've got 100 Proof Quilter for the 22nd and the 29th Tea Quilts. So we've got a really good lineup on my end as to what we're doing. I am going to be adding a few things. Courtney's doing a few more things. So we're doing a few more joint collabs and things. So it's just a new way we're going to try to transition a few things and help each other's channels. So my husband's August picks, I want to give you those. So if you haven't checked these channels out, or you have and you just haven't subscribed, please check them out. He's got Dog Mom Knits, Ellen Campbell's creation, Learning to Quilt, Memoirs of a Long Arm Quilter, and Luane, I can't remember his last name, but he's there, Sewing with Luane, that's it, Sewing with Luane. So if you haven't checked all those out, please feel free to do so. I didn't even look into the chat, and I'm sorry. So let me slip into the chat because I don't want to miss anything. So give me just a second here, and I'll go back to where I left off so I can chat with you. It's just a second. Let me see. Beverly, hello. I've told everybody hello there. Beautiful quilt and quilting. Thank you, Beverly. Donna, glad you're better. I'm feeling a lot better. Still a little tired, but you can't sleep well when you can't lay down. Happy Sunday. I did that. Love those colors. I never thought about those, the turquoise and all that looking so swell together, but it really turned out nice. Beverly Atkins, awesome. Got mine of a child, just wonderful. They're amazing. When you can see that smile when you gift them, it means everything. Cindy Goody, so creative and an adorable quilt. I'm just excited to see her. I might even video it when I give it to her. Will you be posting the quilts when finished? All the quilts have already been posted. Stephanie on her end has already did a preview video, Janet. So if you haven't saw it, go over to Stephanie Stitches. I believe she did that last Friday, and she was in the chat, and I think they call them preview videos. And you could watch it being quilted, and she answered a lot of questions for people. I believe she's going to do quilt 2 and quilt 3 that way, but do not quote me. Kathy is going to go ahead and bind on her end, then she'll do some kind of a video and invite us over to her channel to where she's showing you how she did it and what colors and things like that. So this way we're channel hopping everybody's channel and sharing the love. And on September the 11th, when we come together, all quilts will be shown and who they're going to. On my end, for quilt number 3, I've already got lined up Wounded Warriors, and they are going to be present in the chats on YouTube with us to accept that quilt. So we're working behind the scenes, even though we're not out there with you all, trying to get everything set up. Kathleen, I'm outside doing a little yard stuff, but I can hear you. Though I can't see from the sunlight. LOL. I'm making air. You are too funny, baby. Don't forget to pay the rent. Yeah, if you like the content that we're sharing, please give us the thumbs up. It tells us that you like what we're doing, so we're going in the right direction, and we greatly appreciate it. If you're not subscribed yet, please do. It means everything to us. It doesn't cost you anything. LOL, I had to stop at the table. Joe, I need one. Kathleen needs you to make her a table this long, honey. He's giggling. Beverly Atkins, awesome husband, Joe. I would be lost without him. He sees that my needs before I ever know I need them. Marianne, he's a keeper. Beverly Atkins, emailed her about the Christmas box. Thank you. and that's going to mean the world tour. She's only got 50 this year. I don't know what she'll do next year, but that's going to be fun. Yes, it was a great interview. I had such a blast with her, but I love all the interviews, so I can't say I like one more than the other, but every one of them brings something different. Let me see. Hi, everybody. That's really special. So glad you'll be keeping the quilts for other. Wait a minute. So glad you will keep doing quilts for others that include all of us in this journey. Courtney, a Peace Loving Quilting, she's even making labels. Now, the one organization that Stephanie's using or donating to, she's still got to reach out to them to see if they'll allow the label on the quilt. Some organizations don't, but Courtney's making them and they're going to be numbered. So as we progress with this and someone takes it over years down the road after we're done with it, then the tradition and all the logging of everybody's hands that's been in it, that's just going to go on to someone else. But for right now, we're just going to keep plugging along and doing it for as long as the good Lord allows. And people want to do it with us. Let me see. You did awesome for a beginner. Beautiful. Thank you. Like the front door quilt. Thank you. I'm just excited. I think it turned out really cute. I'm working on my Christmas lights a little today. I did one every day here and there until I just got 6 of them. I had 8, but it's too long for where I need it, so I didn't put the other 2 on. But they'll become something in my living room for the grandkids. Katrina, hello. Sorry I'm late. Sweetheart, it is fine. You're never late, and if you miss us, you always got the replay. Janet Johnson, sorry I'm going to bed. It's 1 a.m. Monday here. Oh, my goodness. I'm so sorry, darling. Thank you, Janet. Let me see. Beverly Atkins, good night, Janet. So everybody said their hellos, goodbyes, welcomes, and everything. So that rounds out my last 2 weeks. And I told you the direction that Joe and I are going with our channel moving forward. It's going to get a lot busier. We're not going to work ourselves to death, but it's just going to be a lot of fun. So if you see something, say something. If you want us to do something, I see it, Joe. Joe's making sure I'm seeing something in the chat. Courtney's in the room. So, Courtney, I've already told him that we're working behind the scenes and we're going to be bringing him content from both channels. I'm not going to use the restream. It's going to be either her channel or mine, whichever project we're doing. I just prefer not to do the restream. I don't like all the bubbles and all that stuff. It's just, I can't do it. So we're just going to stick with way we're doing things now. Streamlab into the YouTube. So, you guys have a fabulous Sunday. I'll see you back here at 6 o'clock. And that's all I can tell you. Courtney, it's okay to be late. When we get off, go ahead and give me like 5 minutes and give me a call and I'll get my calendar out. We'll figure out the last of the stuff that we need to. All right, baby? It's all good, darling. So she was going to do a little bit of talking. I was going to have her join me in the chat, but she was a little bit delayed. So we're ending. It's okay. We'll just get together and do a joint video and give everybody our lineup through the first of the year. That way they'll see. She's taking me down the road of the FPP, and I'm going to try the lion. Then I'm going to do the elephant. But one thing I wanted to find out, and you guys can let me know tonight, or you can send me an email. I am going to be doing the Bargello quilts, and that's going to be a fun one. It's going to be, I'm estimating like 4 parts, maybe 5. One to where we're just piecing it, and then one I'm just going to show you the different cuts that we need and how to mark it. Then we're going to start sewing it together. So I'm estimating it's going to be at like a 4 or 5 visits project to get going. But it's beautiful when it turns out. So if you're interested in doing the Bargello, you're going to need 2 of the rolls, the 2-inch rolls, 2.5. I'm sorry. I'm using the rainbow because I just want mine to look really unique. So I'll push out all that information, and I have some of yous on email we might even start doing a little like monthly thing and hitting emails if everybody wants that. That way we're giving you a little more. So if you can't be in the chat or you can't watch the replay or something, just little tidbits of dates to remember. I might just put them on my community tab. So anyway, you guys have a great day. Relax, grab your dinner, and I'll see you back here at 6 o'clock with Kathy. Bye-bye, guys.